Greetings, greetings. Welcome, Habargani. Greetings, Harambe. Greetings to each and every one of you. Divine, all blessed, peace and love. You are now sitting live with the Divine Prince, Emmecca, Pan-African spiritualist, practitioner, author, and advisor, Elagun Oloye Hoodoo Obeya Bokur, sharing with you in all things spiritual, mystical, metaphysical, cosmic, evolutionary, revolutionary, healing, and holistic from a Pan-African Hoodoo world spiritualist perspective. Understanding that all is truly and indeed a blessing if you can just see beyond the veils, for it is all just an illusion and a test and one of the greatest divine mysteries of this life cycle. This is my constant prayer, affirmation, reverberation, reiteration, and my personal ever-living reality. And it is crucial to the very foundation of my understanding, my teaching, my walk, my works along this divine, all blessed life path and journey. It is how I, the Divine Prince, make sense out of all that we are challenged with here in our daily existence on Mother, Father, Earth. And it is my personal place of prayer, my personal place of serenity, my personal balance, my personal place of understanding. All is truly and indeed a blessing. I'm only going to do a brief show with you today. I am indeed humbled and honored and grateful by the continued support that I receive for doing this show. Even when I'm not on air, people send me communication, email, direct messages suggesting that I should return sooner the better. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for being a part of your life, for you allowing me to be a part of your experience. And it's for that reason that today, even for a brief while, I want to be present. I want everyone to know that I'm okay. I know you haven't seen me since Carnival, since before Mardi Gras Day. I was sewing. I was delirious, as I often am during sewing season, trying to get it together in order to make Mardi Gras. We're on the other side of Mardi Gras. We're on the other side of St. Joseph Night. We should be on the other side of Super Sunday, but it was postponed or canceled due to inclement weather that we've been experiencing over the last few days, rain, torrential rains, and a little bit of localized flooding. But indeed, I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I did give you somewhat of a heads up that 2019 would be a major year. There's a lot on my plate. There's a lot that requires my attention, but I, in all earnest, am going to continue to commit to being here, being present with you here at 12 noon U.S. Central Standard Time for the Power Lunch, revolutionary Hoodoo, New Orleans Voodoo secrets and recipes here at House of the Divine Prince, Thai Potions, and Hoodoo Central. Black Hawk Voodoo. I applaud Team Black Hawk Voodoo for indeed, without you, without your support, without your efforts, I wouldn't be able to mask at this level every year. I like to say that I die and am reborn every year for Carnival. I'm speaking my personal experience. This is separate from Lent. This is separate from what Carnival is, what Mardi Gras is for many others. I'm speaking my own personal experience. I'm speaking to the voodoo. I die and am reborn every year for Mardi Gras. So I'm grateful for Team Black Hawk Voodoo. I'm grateful for Tammy Esquick at WDSU. I'm grateful for Joshua Nyla Tanner, for my cousin Paul Marshall, who was here, who helped me to show. Paul was here for 60 days with me during the most intense period for me in preparing for Ancestral Masquerade, which is masking maroon for Mardi Gras and for Carnival season. I gave you some heads up that I would be going to Atlanta this year. I would be going to Brazil this year, and I want to give you some updates. Things are indeed moving forward with our Brazilian team. For my new listeners, my new viewers, I've developed a relationship with a voodoo house in Brazil. I've also developed a relationship with Carla Osario. Carla Osario was the executive producer for City of God, which I believe was a documentary about street children, homeless street children in Brazil and in Brazilian culture. So we got big plans coming ahead. I need your continued support. I need your continued love. I need your continued watchdogs and my pit bulls. I'm so grateful for you for handling things that I don't have time for, don't have need for, don't have energy for. I'm grateful for your being on the lookout. Cease and desist orders are already in motion. I am indeed grateful for my community because I would not be first without the ancestors whose shoulders we all now stand, but also without the community, the collective ashe of the community. It is at the grassroots level. It is at the streets. It is in the prisons. It is in the jails. It is in the homeless shelters. It is in the child centers, the child care centers that voodoo takes root. And indeed, without nature, there is no voodoo. Let's be clear, without the ebe, without the plants, without the minerals, there will be no voodoo. So we must continue to commit to being healthy, to being honest, and standing in our truth. I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you on today. As I said before, I'm really checking in. I want you all to know that I'm okay. I'm overwhelmed. My schedule is overwhelming. Some of you may know that I did a music video also since the last live 2-hour show that I did. Please do visit Asata Jones. I appreciate you watching and enjoying and liking and commenting on her video on my page, but I would also appreciate you visiting Asata Jones' homepage on YouTube, where she has the original release of Signs featuring Asata Jones and myself. And I appreciate each and every one of you who've already done that and already left comments about the video. I'm also looking for help, assistance, both on the ground but also remotely. And only qualified, serious inquiries are even necessary. I've had to make adjustments, as we all do. Life is a consistent growth and evolutionary process. Once you stop growing, once you stop evolving, you die, literally and figuratively, inwardly and outwardly. We must begin to operate in health. In health, healthy minds, healthy bodies, healthy spirits, healthy agendas, healthy intentions and motivations, but we must begin to operate in health. And so we must return to the garden. You can't be a qualified root worker, conjure man, hoodoo practitioner, voodoo practitioner, Ifa practitioner, Khan practitioner without the plants. Without the plants, where is your garden? Where are your natural, fresh resources? And listen, I'm not talking about tea leaves and dried shake that you buy in some of these botanicas. I'm not talking about that. If your plant life is not living, how living then is your magic? How living then is the spell work that you're doing? How living then is that gree-gree? Excuse me. If your plants are not living, if your herbs are not living, if the components to your work are not organic and living, then you're not producing life. You're not producing the demonstration of health. You're not producing a demonstration of someone who's in touch with nature. Our ancestors, indeed. The Most High, indeed, but absolutely nature. There's no voodoo without nature. And so I invite you to continue to watchdog and pit bull Continue to pay attention and speak to the truth. Speak to the truth. There are those today who are not interested in the truth, who are not interested in facts, who are not interested in the elders, who are not interested in the history, who are not interested in standing in truth. So we must separate ourselves. We must separate ourselves from people, places, and things that are not healthy, that are not whole, that are not operating in truth. I invite you, even though I did say I was only going to do a brief show today, I do invite and welcome your questions, comments, and requests here in the chat. I greet each and every one of you individually and collectively. Pablo, Lillian Huntley, oh my goodness, peace and blessings, beloved. Jay Carter, Michelle McQuila, Ashna McRee, all of you who continue to show up here in this space. Inyanga, you, thank you so much. Quarter past Mad Max Fury Road, thank you so much. And Catavia, beginner, thank you so much. Regina, everyone for being present here with me in this space. I am grateful to you and for indeed it is for you why I am here, why I do what I do, why I continue to represent culture as authentically as possible. I'm grateful for the shoulders that I sit upon. I'm grateful for the foundation that's been laid that I have chosen to walk on. We must choose. You got to choose. You got to choose to stand in your truth. You got to choose to want to walk through your blocks. You got to choose to overcome your limitations. You got to choose to remove the illusions and create and recreate a reality that is in line with what the ancestors want from us, what the Most High wants from us, what the Voodoo requires from us. You can't perpetrate with this. I can't, you can't, none of us can. No one does. And no one escapes karma. No one escapes divine retribution. No one escapes the admonishment of the ancestors. No one escapes the Most High. So we've got to be authentic in our demonstration. I'm also thankful for those of you who've taken the time to go to my YouTube Hoodoo Central page, the only Hoodoo Central, the original Hoodoo Central, and have left your comments and your rated comments. I'm certainly grateful and appreciative of those of you who are doing that, who continue to do that, who acknowledge the real Hoodoo Central. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Amina K, I didn't see your name. I hope I didn't overlook you. I'm also grateful for your continuing to be a support for both here in our virtual space, but also here literally on the ground at House of the Divine Prince. All is truly and indeed a blessing. I'm overwhelmed in terms of what I'm humanly able to do, in terms of business, in terms of performance, in terms of initiations and moving my house forward. I need qualified help. I need qualified assistance. I need people who are truly of ancestral honor and worship, but also to that is voodoo. I'm not talking about the fame and the fortune and the popularity. Trust and believe that is an illusion. That is an illusion. The attacks are greater than the illusion of success and celebrity and popularity. Understand that. Without the voodoo, nothing moves forward. Nothing. So I need qualified assistance. I've got some response over the last 90 days from people, some who have not followed through, others who've gotten involved in other things, and I'm grateful for your request. But I'm looking for loyalty, commitment, vocation, integrity, honor. That which is being built is already in motion. I can only clean things up right now. My sword cards are in action right now, cutting away with, doing away with, eliminating what is no longer useful, beneficial, fruitful, positive. We've got to clean things up in order to continue to move forward in power and in truth. I'm grateful for each and every one of you for being present. I am going to slowly work my way back into being here so that we can all catch up to each other consistently at high noon U.S. Central Standard Time here on Blog Talk Radio. Yes, we also did the Xavier showcase panel discussion here recently. It was a very, very powerful event. It was a very positive event in many ways. I believe, and it's just my opinion, it gave the community an opportunity to see each and every one of us who are representing the culture and the tradition in our most true and authentic selves. I'm grateful for any opportunity to see and experience and be a part of demonstration. For my new audience, demonstration is the culmination of what you believe, what you understand, what you understand, what you process, what you can make sense of. It shows up in your demonstration. It's not something that can be masked, no more than integrity can be masked, no more than truth and honesty can truly be masked. So I'm always grateful for the opportunity to show myself in my most organic nature, but also to see others indeed for who and what they truly are. There's no easy pill. There's no easy fix. There's no easy road to healing. First at the personal level, then in our families and in our inner circles, and then in our communities, and then at the greater communal level. It's all going to come with a challenge. It all comes with a challenge. So indeed, those who are most committed to doing the work, those who are most committed to getting healthy, those who are most committed to telling the truth, standing in the truth, demonstrating truth, being able to call out and acknowledge truth, those are the survivors. Those are the ones who will continue to survive. Respect the voodoo, respect the ancestors. All is truly and indeed a blessing. I also had a bit of dental surgery during this carnival break. So I'm also recovering from that. So I have many reasons why I haven't been present with you each and every day here at high noon. Today is the beginning of 2019 anew for us, post Mardi Gras, and I'll be here for you more often each and every day. I also want to give thanks, the boy give thanks. I appreciate your third eye vision, indeed. I also want to invite you, not today in coming shows, to absolutely bring your questions, comments, requests, challenges. For indeed, it is you that I'm here. It is you why I do this. I don't do this to hear the sound of my own voice. I can sit up here by myself and sing and chant, hear the sound of my own voice. I come here to share what I have to give. I come here to shine a light on and expose the answers to the questions that many of us have. You have them, I have them, other seekers have them, and it's a safe space for us to explore all of those questions, all of those avenues, all of those paths, all of those teachings and books and documents and bits of information that are just bombarding us as it relates to the internet, and giving some clarity, speaking truth, clarity to truth about what is ATR, what is authentic voodoo, what is authentic hoodoo, what is authentic conjuring root work, clarity. I've already demonstrated who I am. I would hope so. Are you all paying attention? Didn't I warn you that the DMs were coming in your IG, in your Instagram, that we were being watched in this space? Did that not come to fruition? So I invite you to keep your eye open. Keep your third eye open. Much of what I've said is coming to fruition. Much more will be said. Much more has to be said. But I invite you to see clearly with your spirit, with your third eye, not with your flesh, not with carnality, not with the price tag, not with the tag name on it, not with the brand name on it. I invite you to see clearly. Open your third eye. Pay attention. More often than not, the truth is right in front of us. But I often say, and I teach it, and I learned it from my mother, Spirit speaks in a soft, still voice. Spirit will not shout over your ego. Spirit will not debate with you about what you know. Spirit will not seek to control. Spirit speaks in a soft, still voice. And so we must be still. We must be centered. We must be open, receptive. Keep your hands open. Keep your hearts open. Keep your third eye. And clarity is within our reach. Clarity is within our reach. Empowerment is within our reach. The things that we seek, need, desire are within our reach. The idea that we're blocked, the idea that we somehow are cursed, the idea that somehow the man controls all things is not reality in my world. My ancestors control all things. The Most High controls all things. So indeed, I create and recreate the reality that I seek, that I desire, and I seek to stand and build in truth. I said I would give you all 30 minutes today, 30 minutes. I certainly am humbled and honored by each and every one of you for being present. Rich Hardaway, thank you so much. Arisha, peace and blessings, peace and love. Thank you so much for showing up in this sacred space of God's and Goddess. Tomorrow I'll be here. Oh, no. I take that back. Tomorrow I can't be here. My follow-up appointment to my dental surgery is tomorrow. So I won't be able to broadcast tomorrow, but I will be here the day after at high noon to do a full 2-hour show. I want to discuss what you want to discuss. I want to talk about what you want to talk about. I want to help you to understand what you seek clarity and understanding for. And I want you to join me here at noon, U.S. Central Standard Time. Not tomorrow, but the day after. All is truly and indeed a blessing. Ashe.